Good morning, students. This is 12th standard botany video class, video 18. In this video, we are going to continue the same lesson, asexual and sexual reproduction in plants. Dear students, in the previous video class, we have seen how embryo development is taken place inside the seed. What is embryogenesis? That is, embryo developmental stage is known as embryogenesis. The example of Capsella bursaparis, dicot embryo development, we have seen in the previous video class, and also the developmental stages which are showing the different embryo stages: two-celled proembryo, four-celled proembryo, globular structure, heart-shaped torpedo, then mature embryo which is present inside the seed with a cotyledon, plumule, radicle and root cap. This is said to be the embryogenesis we have seen in the previous video class. Dear students, in this video we are going to see what is seed, two types of seed, that is dicot seed and monocot seed. Each seed we are going to see one example, and then we are going to see Apomixis, Polyembryoni and Parthenocarpi. Dear students, before going to see the structure of dicot seed, we are going to see the diagram. This diagram you already practiced in your classwork. So this is the Cycer seed, கொண்டக்கடலை அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறோம் இல்லையா, the binomial name is Cycer arantinum. So this Cycer seed only, we are going to see the structure of dicot seed. So dear students, the Cycer seed which are having the outer protective coat is called a seed coat, which is brown in color. கொண்டக்கடலை நம்ம தோலை உரிச்சு சாப்பிட்றோம் இல்லையா, that is said to be outer seed coat. Then at the tip of the seed, they are having the minute opening is called a micropyle. How we can able to identify the micropyle region means we have to dip the Cycer seed in the water. After soaked into the water, we have to take the individual one and press it with your thumb. What will happen? The water molecules are oozes outside. That region is named as micropyle. Then below the micropyle, they are having the slight ridge shape or made mariku lighter. That is named as hilum. Then this seed afterwards developed into producing dicot embryo, which contains plumule is the upper part, radicle is the lower part, and two lateral leaf-like structure is named as cotyledon. Dear students, this is the diagram which are showing how flowering plants which are reproduced and developed into a young seedling or new plant. First one is the part of a flower: ovary, style, stigma, sepal, petal and pistil, that is gynoecium. The androecium which are having the stamen, the anther and a long stalk-like portion is called a filament. From that anther lobe, they are producing the pollen grain. The pollen grain which is reaches into the stigma of the gynoecium and it's germinate, produce the pollen tube. Not all the pollen tubes which are fertilize the egg or ova. The pollen grains which are accepted by the stigma only germinated and pass through the style and reaches to the micropylar region of the ovule and fuses with the egg. They are having two male gametes. One of them fuses with egg, that is syngamy. Another one fuses with the central polar nuclei, diploid polar nuclei, forms the triple nuclei named as triple fusion or double fertilization, afterwards modified into endosperm. Then the zygote and endosperm which is present inside, the zygote getting nourishment from the endosperm. Then the zygote developed into embryo. The embryos look like in the form of horseshoe-shaped structure, which are having the seed coat and endosperm. This seed, which soaked into the soil, afterwards developed into a new seedlings. So this is the reproductive process taken place in the flowering plants. That and only we have seen in the previous video class in a detailed manner. Dear students, this is the another seed named as bean seed. The bean seed is also having the seed coat, outermost layer. Then they are having the embryonal leaves, root and shoot with the two cotyledon. The green color portion only afterwards developed into a new seedlings. These seedlings which are taking food material from the two cotyledon. The cotyledon which are giving food material to the growing embryonical shoot, root and leaves. So this is the another type of dicot seed. So this is also another diagram of a bean seed which are showing epicotyle, hypocotyle. So what is epicotyle and hypocotyle? Means above the cotyledon, which is named as epicotyle. Below the cotyledon is named as hypocotyle. Then after that, at the base they are having the radicle which are producing the root afterwards. Then the entire seed which are surrounded by a integument or a layer is called a seed coat. So totally they are named as the embryo of the dicot seed or bean seed. Dear students, now we are going to see the seed, structure of a seed. It is a post-fertilization changes of an ovule which is present inside the ovary. This ovule only afterwards modified into seed, and the seed which contains embryo, endosperm and the outer protective coat. So the seed is also divided into two types due to the presence of endospermus. So we already seen perisperm. What is the perisperm? The endosperm which is giving nourishment to the growing embryo. The embryo which is utilized all the endosperm. In some plants, it may leaves a certain portion of endosperm. That endosperm is named as perisperm. Likewise, nucellar tissues also leaving by a growing zygote. That is said to be the perisperm. So, due to the presence and absence of endosperm, the seed is divided into endospermous and non-endospermous. Endospermous example, wheat, maize, barley and sunflower. Non-endospermous example, bean, mango, orchid and cucurbits. Dear students, see the do you know paragraph. A orchid seed weight is 20.33 microgram and the coconut seed weight is about 6 kg. So, the weight of the orchid is very less when compared to the coconut. The weight of the coconut is doubled when compared to the orchid seed. Dear students, next we are going to see the structure of dicot seed, that is cyser seed. The stalk of the ovule is called a funicle. We all know that one. The seeds which are present inside the fruit only. The seeds are attached to the fruit by a small stalk-like portion is called a funiculus. So simply we can able to say that one stalk of a seed is called a funiculus. It's an important 1 mark question. எப்படி stalk of a ovule funiculus அப்படின்னு சொன்னமோ likewise stalk of a seed is also named as funiculus. So this funiculus or a stalk of a seed which are leaving a small scar, ஒரு சின்ன பள்ளம் மாதிரி அந்த காம்பு அதுல இருந்து ஒடிஞ்சிச்சுன்னா ஒரு பள்ளம் இருக்கிற மாதிரி தெரியும் இல்லையா, that is said to be the scar named as hilum. So the cycas seed having the stalk of a seed is called a funiculus. The funiculus which are leaving a small scar, vadu, that is called a hilum. Below the hilum they are having a small minute pore is called a micropyle. With help of this micropyle only the seeds are germinating and also they are exchanging the oxygen and carbon dioxide at the time of respiration as well as photosynthesis. Then each seed which are covered by a thick outer covering is called a seed coat. The seed coat is the post-fertilization changes of integument of an ovule. Integument of ovule only modified into what is that in உங்களுக்கு seed coat of a seed. Here the outer seed coat is named as testa. The outer seed coat is very hard and the inner coat of the seed is named as tegmen, which is very thin, ரொம்ப மெலிசா இருக்கும், and also membranous, நரம்பு மாதிரி இருக்கும். In the pea plant கொண்டக்கடலை, the tegmen and testa are fused. Both of them fused together. The two cotyledons which are arising from the lateral portion of the embryonal axis. The dicot embryo which are having the central axis is called a embryonal axis. From that axis, the laterally they are producing two cotyledon. So this cotyledon which are stores large amount of food material in pea plant. In other seeds like castor, அப்படின்னா ஆமணக்கு, Ricinus communis, the endosperm only which are having the food material and stores the food material due to the thin cotyledon. Castorல பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அந்த cotyledon ரொம்பவும் thin இருக்கும். So that's why what will happen, the endosperm only which are storing the reserved food material for the growing embryo. But in the dicot seed, that is pea seed, that is Cycer arantinum, two cotyledon which are storing the food material. Two cotyledon which are storing the food material. Dear students, see the diagram. This is the Cycer seed. The outermost thick seed coat is called a testa, where the radicals which are project outside through the micropylar region at the time of seed germination is called a radicle. In the next diagram, this is the dicot embryo of the Cycer arantinum, that is Cycer, that is pea plant. Central or stem like portion mark liya, that is said to be embryonal axis, and the laterally they are having the flattened portion is called a cotyledon. All of them which are covered by a outermost seed coat is called a testa. The region which is located above the cotyledon is called a hypocotyle, where the shoot system or plumule are developed. The region which is located above the cotyledon is called a epicotyle, where the shoot system is developed, that is named as plumule. The region which is located below the cotyledon is named as hypocotyl. Where the root system is developed, that region is called radicle. So this is the structure of a sisal seed. These two cotyledon only which are storing the reserved food material for the growing seedlings. Dear students, what I explained only they are given here. The portion of the embryonal axis projecting above the cotyledon, that is beyond the cotyledon, is called radicle or embryonic root. The other end of the axis called embryonic shoot is called plumule. The embryonal axis above the level of cotyledon is called epicotyl, whereas the cylindrical region between the level of the cotyledon is called hypocotyl. Epicotyl terminates plumule, whereas the hypocotyls end in radicle. So this is said to be the structure of dicot seed, that is Sisar arentinum. Dear students, next we are going to see monocot seed. Example, Oryza sativa, that is paddy seed. Dear students, have you all seen the paddy grain? The outermost yellow color region is called seed coat. Inside the seed coat, they are having only one grain. That is said to be rice grain. So this is said to be one-seeded plant. So this type of seed is named as Caryopsis type of seed. The only one seed which is present inside the seed coat is known as Caryopsis. Is an important 1 mark question, because they are having only one rice grain inside the seed coat. That type of seed is called a Caryopsis. The seed which is present inside the seed coat, which is enclosed by a brownish husk uminsolum, which consists of glooms arranged in 2 rows. That means outermost layer la brownish husk uminsolum liya, which are enclosed, is named as gloom. Gloom அப்படினு பாத்தீங்கன்னா at the base of the inflorescence axis, they are having a minute hair-like outgrowth that is called gloom, which is present in the Caryopsis type of seed. So these glooms are arranged in 2 rows. The seed coat is brownish, membranous layer, closely adhered to the grain. So see that one. In this rice grain, அரிசி இருக்கு இல்லையா, அது மேலே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா a brownish membranous, ரொம்ப மெலிசா transparent layer which is closely attached to the rice grain. In this seed, they are having the endosperm. This endosperm only which are showing the, which are storing the large amount of reserved food material and act as a storage tissue. This endosperm is separated from the embryo by a definite layer is called epithelium. In this monocot seed is very small and also contain only one cotyledon. That cotyledon is named as scutellum. So this scutellum which is present at the lateral side of the embryonal axis. A short axis with a plumule and a radicle protected by the root cap is present. So plumule which is present above the cotyledon region of the embryonal axis is named as plumule. The radicle which is present below the cotyledon region named as epicotyl. but the radical region which is covered by a cap-like structure is called a root cap. Not only that, this monocot seed is somewhat different from the dicot seed. In dicot seed, plumule is not covered by any sheathy-like layer. Likewise, root also. But in the monocot seed, plumule is covered by a sheathy bag-like structure is called a coleoptile. Likewise, the root is covered by a sheathy bag-like structure is called a coleorhiza. So only one cotyledon named as scutellum, which are supplying food material to the growing embryo, which is absorbed from the endosperm with help of the layer is called a epithelium. So the cotyledon or scutellum is not directly nourish the growing embryo. It is absorbing the food material from the endosperm via epithelial tissue, separated the embryo and the endosperm. That is said to be the function of cotyledon or scutellum which is present in the monocot seed. So that is the difference between dicot seed and a monocot seed. Dicot seed, we are having two cotyledon. A book back question is there. Differentiate the dicot seed from the monocot seed. Dicot seed contain two cotyledon. Monocot, only one cotyledon. The seed coat is separated by testa and tegmen. Here, the seed coat, which is brownish membrane layer, closely attached to the food grain or seed grain. Then, plumule is surrounded by a coleoptile. Root is surrounded by a coleorhiza. In this dicot root, both tegmen and testa are fused, but here they are not fused together. The food materials are absorbed by the seed from the cotyledon, but in the monocot, the scutellum, which are absorbing food material from the endosperm via epithelial tissue and supplies to the growing embryo. So this is the difference between dicot embryo and monocot embryo. Dear students, see the diagram. This is the monocot seed. The fruit which contains only one grain. That type of fruit is named as caryopsis. So this is the structure of monocot seed. The entire region which are surrounded by a outer protective layer that is called endosperm. Inside the endosperm, they are having the embryo, which are having only one cotyledon named as scutellum. Below the scutellum region is named as plumule, which are covered by a sheathy structure is called coleoptile. And lateral wise, it is formed the shoot apex. At the base, they are having the radical region, which are surrounded by a coleorhiza, and the tip of the root is protected by a root cap. This is said to be the structure of monocot seed, that is Oryza sativa. Dear students, this is the another diagram. Dear students, this is the another diagram which are showing monocot seed. Here also the outermost layer is called seed coat. The seed coat, otherwise named as fruit wall, which is enclosing the endosperm and growing embryo. The embryo and the endosperm are separated by a layer is called epithelial cell or aleurone layer. This one contains only one cotyledon, that is called a cutellum. This cutellum is absorbing nourishment from the endosperm and give it to the growing embryo via epithelial tissue or aleurone layer. Below this cutellum, they are having the region is called plumule, covered by a sheathy structure called coleoptile. Afterwards, it gives rise to shoot system. On the base of the embryo, they are having the radical region covered by a sheathy structure called coleorhiza. The tip of the radical region covered by a root cap. Afterwards, it gives rise to root system. This is said to be the structure of monocot seed. Example, Oryza sativa. Dear students, this is the diagram which are showing the variation between monocot and dicot seed. Dear students, first diagram which are showing two cotyledon. Here they are having only one cotyledon named as scutellum. Here the endosperm is not present in the dicot seed because the two cotyledon only which are act as a endosperm or nutritive tissue. But in the monocotyledon, they are having only one cotyledon. That one is absorbing nutrition from the endosperm and pass it to the growing embryo via epithelial tissue. Then the shoot and root, radical and plumule region not covered by a sheathy structure called coleorhiza and coleoptile, but in the monocotyledon, the root apex which are covered by a coleorhiza, the shoot apex which are covered by a coleoptile. So this is the variation which are shown in the monocot seed and dicot seed. Dear students, I hope have you all understood what is seed. Two type of seed, that is monocot seed and dicot seed. What are all the variation which are showing in the Oryza seed and Oryza sativa seed. Oryza seed which are having two cotyledon. Oryza sativa which are having only one cotyledon named as scutellum. Both of them which are having the embryonal axis. Above the embryonal axis is named as epicotyle. Below the embryonal axis is named as hypocotyle. Epicotyle gives rise to plumule or shoot system. Hypocotyle gives rise to radical or root system. Cotyledons are giving nourishment to the growing embryo in dicot seed, but in monocot seed, the endosperm is nourishing the growing embryo. That nourishing food materials are absorbed by the cotyledon, only one cotyledon named scutellum, which is absorbed the nutritive tissue from endosperm via epithelial tissue region. In monocot, the radical is covered by a sheathy structure called coleorhiza and the plumule which are gives rise to coleoptile. So this is the different variation which is shown in the dicot seed and monocot seed, and also what all the diagram which is given in the book also explained. If you are having any doubt, please ask me over phone. Remaining, we are having three topics, apomixis, polyembryony and parthenocarpy. Up to that topic, we will finish the first lesson and we will continue the next lesson in the next video class. God bless you All the best, children.